Good morning, everybody. Let's start with those toe lifts. And I'm going to see how it goes today. I was doing something yesterday and I was like, my legs are just stiff. Good, 4, 3, heels up, right, then left, right, and left. So today we've got 4 circuits, 3 exercises in each circuit. We've got a lower body and upper body, and then we can stick some core in there as well. Right leg, we're going to swing it front to back. We're going to do 30 seconds work, 10 seconds rest, but we're going to do 3 rounds today. So 4, 3, 2, good. Switch it to the other side. So swing it front to back. Start with your little swing or start with just a heel toe tap. That's okay too. 4, 3, 2, switching to the other side, out and in. So out and a little cross, tap and tap. So start here, and then you can start to make it a little bit bigger, trying not to lean with the body. Here's 2. Switch it to the other side, out and in. Cross in front if you can. If you're not able to, that's okay. Just taking it out and coming to the center of your body is still good. Switching sides, heel down, toe up, nice and tall. Just nice, good hip circles. Change direction. It's that pause and change direction that kind of messes up your balance. Good, let's switch sides. So heel down, toe up, nice and tall. 4, 3, change direction. 4, 3, slow deadlift. So we're going to hinge it forwards and then stand up nice and tall. So I want you to think shoulders down and back, and then you tuck the ribs under just a little bit. So we shouldn't feel a lot of stress in the low back, but we also shouldn't feel like we're just doing a full stretch because we're rounding our spine. Good, couple more. 1 more. All the way up, slow squat. So now we see up a little bit more. We keep our chest a little bit taller, and we start to bend the hips and the knees and the ankles just a little bit more. Down and lift. Good, down, 2, up, 2. 2 more. 1 more. Good, bring it all the way up, arms circled, up and back, and then back around to the front. I like to do thumb up, pinky down, so it opens up that shoulder. I'm just gonna try to even it out. Good, 4 more. So thumb up, pinky down, opposite direction. Good, 2 more. This actually feels really good if you hold a band in between your arms. All right, bring it in, reach it up and pull. So ribs are tucked. We're gonna reach to the ceiling. We don't wanna puff out the chest, but we don't wanna just tuck and reach it forwards. 2, forward step and reach, right here, forward step, pull it back. You can have the arms a little bit lower if you need to, but I like to have them a little bit higher. 2, all right, add a cross-body reach. So reach it corner to corner. You can just do a nice good step. So we're gonna think shoulder reach is towards the opposite side of the body. 2, side lunge, step it out, hold it in place. So just a little side to side. And 4, 3, 2, hold it in the center, cat-cow, inhale. Exhale. Good, little arch, and then a little tuck. So head stays above the heart. This is controlling our pelvis. 1 more. Good, hold the tuck. Let's roll it all the way up to a standing position. Keep the legs wide. We're gonna walk it out to our plank. If you need to do an incline plank today, just place your hands on the seat of the chair, or if you need to, on a countertop. Let's take it up, down dog, back to plank. Down dog, back to plank. 2 more. 1 more. Good. Walk it all the way back up to standing. Bring it back into the middle. We're going to do our heel stomps. So just lift it up, stomp the heels down. If you want to do full jumps, this is your opportunity. I have done research that this helps. If you can do this barefoot, that's even better. Do it in a safe place. But this is going to help with some of that bone density. Good. 4, 3, march it out, shake it out, roll the shoulders. I've got the fan on and it's still toasty. All right. 30 seconds work, 10 seconds rest, 3 exercises, 3 rounds. We're going to do 1 squat, 1 lunge. We're going to do palms facing forward rows. And then we're going to do a thumb up rear delt. So we'll have our palms facing forwards. We're going to do rows and then lighten the load. And we're going to take the arms out to the side. You can also do a band pull apart if that feels better for you. So we're going to start 1 squat, 1 lunge in 3, 2, and 1. So for this set, I'm going to do just body weight. I'm probably going to switch this in rounds 2 and 3. But for round 1, I'm going to go ahead and stick with body weight. So 1 squat, 1 lunge. Now, how deep your lunge and your squat go are completely up to you. So squat it down, lunge it back. 3, 2, and 1. All right, palm facing forward rows. Palm facing forward rows. Here's 2 and 1. So it's a nice good hinge forwards. Think about running the end of the dumbbell right up your thighs. So instead of bringing it forward and coming way back, keep it a little bit closer and try to hinge forward so it's a little bit more up and down. But we're driving back towards the front of our hips. So nice good squeeze. And again, think about your lower spine as well as your upper back. 2 and 1. Thumb up, rear delt, or if you can, a palms facing up, band pull apart. 2, 1. So palms facing forwards, lift and lower. So this is another hint. If you start to feel this in your back, in the back of your legs, you can absolutely have a seat for these 2 exercises. There's just a nice good lift and then a slow lower. 10 seconds. We're going to go back to 1 squat, 1 lunge. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Going right into round 2. 1 squat, 1 lunge. 2, 1. Good. So I'm going to step forward into my lunges this set. You are welcome to keep stepping in reverse. Yeah, I am definitely feeling my legs today. And I'm trying to think what I even did, because I did body weight a lot this week. I didn't use a lot of weight this week. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Palm facing forward rows. So shoulders down, ribs tucked, hinge it forward, open at the shoulders right here. If you need to, I get it, if you need to alternate. Especially if you're going a little bit heavy. Lift and lift. So just squeeze the shoulder blades together. So shoulder blade squeezed, it's a nice good pinch, and then drive it up and back. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Thumb up, rear delt. I'm going to demonstrate the option for a palm up, band pull apart. 2, 1. So this is an option, and I know some of you that have done the stretching class with me, but if you're using dumbbells, you need to be folded forwards. So if you're using dumbbells, you got to be forwards. If you're using a band, you can absolutely be up here. Because remember, dumbbells work against gravity. but this is an option. I know some people have bands and like bands. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, going back. 1 squat, 1 lunge, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So 1 squat and then 1 lunge. So forward or reverse, it's up to you. I like doing forward lunges sometimes. So I always think whenever we step, it's always whenever we step and we start to, oh, something shifts, something moves, we've got to be able to control our descent. 4, 3, 2, 1. Palms facing up, rows. Even unintentionally, kitties knock things off of the desk. All right, time's on. Hinge it forward, drive it back, take it down. So it's a nice good squeeze. So think about this as your test. We always do the test. Can you lift your dumbbells just by pinching your shoulder blades together? And then pinch, and then finish your lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Thumbs up, rear fly, dumbbell or a palm up band pull apart. Hinge it forward, lift and lower. Think about your body position. We don't want to lift them up in front, and we don't want to take them out and wide. We want to think straight up towards the ceiling. If you're a little more upright, you're going to be a little bit more up and back, and that's okay. We're just trying to use those big back muscles to lift these weights. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, shake it out, walk around. Circuit 1 is done. Moving on. Circuit number 2. We're going to do a side lunge with a bicep curl. So you can alternate, or you can do round 1 right, round 2 left, round 3 alternate, but it's just going to be side lunge, curl at the top. Then we're going to open up wide curls. And I know these ones kind of mess with everybody, but we're going to do wide curls. And then we're going to do tricep kickbacks. So grab a dumbbell you feel comfortable doing a curl with in 3, 2, and 1. So side lunge, step it out, and then we curl it at the top. Side lunge, curl it at the top. So I do palm facing to the side, and then I rotate a little, palm facing my shoulder, side lunge and up. And you can just do a good step, nice and tall, sit the hip back. You're gonna step out, you're gonna reach for that item that's on the floor. 3, 2, and 1. All right, wide curls. This is really just changing your hand position by opening up your shoulders. So palms forward, open a little bit to the corner, and then we're still gonna bring our fingernails to our shoulder. So we don't want to rotate and turn the palms forwards. I have a client that just kind of struggles with this particular exercise, but we're just trying to open at the shoulders, and it's almost like we're trying to do a curl in that scapular plane. So you're just opened out to the corners, lift and lower. It's really a lot of shoulders. Good. Take it down. Tricep kickbacks, tricep kickbacks, or overhead extension. But for here, shoulders down, bring it up, palms facing in, kick it back, and then reach. For one of the sets, I might do a different hand position just to switch it up a little bit. Good, 15 seconds. If you start to get a little tired, you can alternate right, left. Or if you're like, I need to make it harder, but I can't go up in weights, then just come part way forward. So extend and then part way forward. Good, rest. We're gonna go side lunge, bicep curl. This round I am switching over to the other side right here. So I'm gonna step it out, and then I'm gonna curl it at the top. Reach for the floor, curl it at the top. So sit the hip back toward the heel and really think you're gonna pick something up right on the inside edge of your foot. The closer you get to the floor, the harder it's gonna be, but we don't wanna just bend over and drop our forehead down. Sit back into it. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Wide bicep curls. Now your wide might be a little different than my wide, and that's okay. So palms facing forward, open it a little to the corner, and out. So this is just a neutral curl right in the center. I'm just opening from my shoulders down a little bit out to the side. Now some people might be able to go really wide. It's up to you. I say aim for the corners. So we're still keeping the palms up, lifting with the biceps. 2 and 1. Good. Bring it in. Tricep kickbacks. Tricep kickbacks. So shoulders down, ribs tucked, hinge, finish position for a row, elbows pointing back behind you. So shoulder blades squeezed. Check your position. If you're a little more upright and you start dropping your elbows, this becomes a third bicep exercise. So that forward hinge and the reach back, trying to straighten your elbow, is what's going to get the back of the arm. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, side lunge with a curl. I am going to hold one dumbbell on the end. I'm going to alternate right, left, right here. So I'm going to side lunge, curl it in the center. Side lunge, curl it in the center. And again, you can just do little step outs. Doesn't have to be a big, huge lunge. A nice good reach to the floor. This is some single leg work, inner thigh stretching. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wide bicep curls, or I should say wider bicep curls. So palms forward, open out to the corners. So nice good lift. So again, if you can open them a little bit wider, you can see this one I'm open pretty far out to the side, but if your shoulders don't do that, just aim for the corners. So it's still getting a little bit of back. 3, 2, and 1. Tricep kickbacks. I am going to go lighter. And again, I'm going to do a palms facing forward kickback here. 2 and 1. So I'm going to change it. This is a different hand position that we normally do. So I go for a little bit of a lighter weight, but I'm still keeping my palms forward, my elbows lifted, and I'm keeping my wrists nice and neutral. I always have one hand that kind of likes to start to rotate in. That's my not great side. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Shake it out. Walk around. Grab a drink. We're going to move on. Circuit number 3. This one is still standing. We only have one circuit on the floor today. We're going to do deadlifts, regular deadlifts. And then we're going to do a chop with an overhead press. Right side, left side, and then the third round is going to be a little bit different, but we're just going to do our dumbbell. We're going to go down, up, overhead press. So double-handed, chop, center, press to the ceiling. And then our third exercise is going to be side raises. Now you can just do the chop if you don't want to do an overhead press. Just focus on core. So we're going to start with our deadlifts in 3, 2, and 1. So just a nice basic deadlift. Hinge it forwards and stand tall, just like in the warm-up. Push the hips back and then squeeze to stand. Dumbbells right next to the side of your leg. So if you watch my arms, my dumbbell just goes straight up and down. They don't go forwards or back. Because of the way I'm hinging my body, my dumbbells go straight down and then lift. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, one chop, one overhead press. So right hand is going to hold the dumbbell, left hand I'm going to cover, then I'm just going to chop, center, and then overhead press. So chop, center, overhead press. Grab the dumbbell, chop it, hold it at the shoulder, single arm press. Down, lift, press it up. Hips, knees, and toes stay pointing to the front. Doesn't have to be a big, huge chop reaching behind you, just hip, shoulder, and up. Here's 2 and 1. All right, side raises, side raises. So scapular plane or regular, 2 and 1. So we're gonna lift, lower. If you would like to do both arms at the same time, go for it. If you want to do round 1 right, round 2 left, round 3 both, you can do that too. I know shoulders are everybody's favorite exercise for upper body. Everybody loves shoulders, usually because that's most people's weakest. That's where they've got issues. 3, 2, and 1. All right, deadlifts. So shoulders down. Again, ribs are a little bit tucked under. Hold that stable spine position. Hinge it forwards. Lift it up nice and tall. So it's almost like you've kind of stiffened up your upper body. We hinge and then we lift. So nothing moves from basically our waist up to our head. The only thing that's moving is hips, a little bit of knees. So hinge at the hips and then a little soften of the knees. Again, those not a lot of knee bend. 3, 2, 1. All right, chop, overhead press. Switching it over to the other side. So hold the dumbbell. You're gonna go over, hip, shoulder, press it to the ceiling. So double-handed, chop, release, press overhead. So same thing here. Hips are pretty steady. A little bit of movement, but not a lot. So it's okay if you keep it more stable and you don't do that little bit of rotation. I just think about having to reach back and then buckle your seatbelt. My car, I have to kind of turn to reach my seatbelt. Good, rest, because it's kind of back there. All right, side raises. 2 and 1. So side raise, lift and lower. Both arms alternating, you choose. If you need to, you can do these body weight or with a really light weight and work on range of motion, work on shoulder blade stability. Nice, good lift. So your shoulder blades and your arms, that shoulder joint, kind of work together. 3, 2, and 1. All right, deadlifts. Deadlifts, one more set. For our chop with our overhead press, we're gonna do a swing with an overhead press. Good, so we're just gonna start. Nice, good hinge, nice, good lift. So this is a nice, good isolation exercise in that we're just doing one main body part. We're not doing upper and lower, just lower. But we're still getting a little bit more for joints, a little bit of knees, a lot of hips. 2 and 1. Bring it up. All right, we're gonna go for our swing with a press. Swing with a press, so it's still core. 2 and 1. So this is gonna be our swing, and then we press it up. So it's kind of adding in a curl, but I want you to use your hips to get the dumbbell up instead of trying to use your biceps. This is one of those exercises that if you can go a little heavier, you can use that controlled momentum to get the arms up, and then we press. 3, 2, and 1. Side raises. And then we're gonna head down to the floor. If you wanna stay standing, that's okay. 2 and 1. So just nice, good side raise, lift and lower, lift and lower. You can bend your elbows out and down, but my thumbs are not at my shoulders, and I'm not lifting my elbows and forgetting about the rest of my hands. So you've got to cast. You're using those outer arms to lift something up and out of the way. In my garden, this would be lifting the potato plants out of my way. 2 and 1. All right, shake it out, walk around. We're gonna head to the floor. I'm telling you guys, every year I forget how much of a jungle my garden turns into. All right, we're gonna do a bridge with a leg lift. If you are standing, I want you to hold on to something if you need to, stand tall, and I just want you to do a straight leg lift. So you're getting isometric strength on your standing leg and lifting from the hips. You do not have to get the leg way up there. I would rather it stay low and keep it controlled. Then we're gonna do chest presses, banded chest presses, incline push-ups, and then we're gonna do planks with a shoulder tap. You can do an incline plank with a shoulder tap, or if you want to, you can do a farmer's carry with the around the world pass, where you pass a dumbbell in a circle around your hips. Just make sure you do at least 1 round each direction. But we're gonna start with a bridge and a leg lift. So it's gonna be kind of a single leg bridge is what we're going for. So get both feet flat on the floor, tuck your ribs. We're gonna lift it up, hold it, and your time is officially on. And I'm just gonna do a march on one leg only. So I'm just gonna lift and I'm going to tap it down. If you wanna make it harder, you take that leg straight. But while we're doing our straight leg lift, we should also be squeezing our glute and holding that opposite hip off of the ground. So it's getting both sides. We're getting hip flexor one side, glute on the other. Good, 3, 2, and 1. Chest press. Basic chest press, banded chest press, incline push-up. 2 and 1. So we're gonna press it up, bring it back down. So shoulders away from the ears, pull that low back into the floor. Every time we press that dumbbell up or forwards, I want you to think about you're kind of pushing yourself back. So we're not pushing back and like rounding our back, but we're pushing something away from us. So think about the difference between doing a push-up, pushing yourself away from the wall. Good, rest. Going for plank with shoulder taps. Think about pushing yourself away from the wall or the floor in a push-up. So nice, good plank, tap the shoulder, tap the shoulder. And if you're trying to push a car, you know, you're trying to get the car to move forwards, so you stabilize yourself and use that force to push the car versus pushing yourself away from the wall. So it's the same motion, it's just a little bit different for intent and purpose and how you feel. Good, 3, 2, and 1. Flip it back onto your back. We're gonna do our single leg bridge. Here's 2 and 1. So lift it up, single leg bridge. Now if you'd like, you can absolutely just hold your single leg bridge. You don't have to add the march, but if you would like to, go for it. So lift and lower. If you want to take that leg straight, it's going to make it a little bit harder to hold that hip up and to keep your spine stable. So lift and lower. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, bring it in. Grab those dumbbells. Nice, good chest press. 2 and 1. So we're gonna press it up and then lower back down. Press up and lower down. I'm forming a triangle. So thumbs and the ends of my dumbbells kind of point towards each other in the center, and then my elbows, my pinkies at the other end of my dumbbell kind of point towards the corners down by my feet and my hips. So I'm forming that triangle or that letter A. Good, rest. Flip it back over, plank with shoulder taps. And I know going from back to tummy is always super fun, right? Good, time is on. Now I know some people cannot be on their hands or on their knees or their wrists. You can absolutely hold a dead bug. No judgments. We're focusing on that core stability. And a dead bug is going to stabilize your spine. It's going to take out the hips, the knees, the wrists, and the shoulders. Make it a little easier for some people. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We have one more set. One more set. Last set of exercises. We're going to do alternating marches for our bridge. Let's lift it up. We're going to hold it, squeeze the glutes, and we're going to march and then down. March and down. If you would prefer to just hold a bridge, go for it. You can just hold your 2-footed bridge. That's always an option, especially if you've got SI joint issues, you've got some hip instability going on with that pelvis. Both feet on the ground is a good start. 3, 2, and 1. Hips down. Grab those dumbbells. We're going to go for chest presses. Here's 2 and 1. So arms up, press it up, and bring it down. Good, 20 seconds. So inhale, and then press it up, exhale. The most important thing is you're breathing. I breathe during the heavy part of the exercise. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, bring it in. Going for our planks. Last set. Good, time is on. This round I'm gonna be up on my toes, plank, and hold. I can tell on my right side, I like to shift into that side a little bit more. So I'm trying really hard not to. Trying to keep my hips nice and parallel. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Come to a seated position. If you are upright, you can walk it around a little bit. Grab a drink. Just make sure that we're not going from our backs to a standing position. Take a minute. I've got to put a couple of my dumbbells away just to make sure I've got space. All right, we're going to start legs out straight. And you can be sitting in a chair with your knees bent and your feet on the floor, or with your legs a little bit out. But we're actually going to start with just a hip lift side to side. So we want to try not to like rock our entire body. You shouldn't feel like you're going to fall over. You're thinking about lifting your hips up towards your ribs. So you kind of shift your weight into one side, lifting, little oblique crunch right here. 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Now we're going to take the legs a little bit wider. Does not have to be super wide. And again, we're going to kind of do the same thing. And it looks kind of goofy. It looks like I'm just moving my body side to side, but I'm not. I'm lifting my ribs up towards my hips. Here's 2, 1. Bring it in. Walk the legs back in, and we're just going to go for a nice good stretch. Reach it forward, knees are straight, feet are relaxed, ankles are relaxed. Good, bring it back up. And again, take the legs wide. And again, if you can go wider here, go for it. And we're just gonna add in a nice good forward fold and a nice good reach. In 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and walk it up, bring it in. Bottoms of the feet touching the floor. We're gonna walk it over to our 90-90. We're gonna hinge it forwards. A nice good outer thigh stretch. And let's bring it up and over to the other side. So this nice good 90-90. Have the legs as close to 90-90 as you can get. It's okay if you have to bend your front knee a little bit or your back knee. And it's okay if you're up a little bit more. And 3, 2, and 1. Good, bring it all the way up. We're gonna flip it over to hands and knees. Sit it back into child's pose. So hips towards the heels, reach those arms out. Drop your forehead down towards the floor. If this is uncomfortable for your knees or anything like that, carefully come up to standing. Good, let's pull ourselves up and forward into a plank position. Squeeze the shoulders, point the toes, drop the hips down towards the floor. If you would like, you are welcome to go all the way down onto your tummy or onto your forearms. Give the wrists a break, and it might be more comfortable for your low back and your hips as well. Good, tuck the toes under, walk your hips back towards your heels. We're gonna come to a kneeling position. We're actually gonna come to standing. So take one leg out to the front. We're gonna come up to a nice good standing position. Feet hip width apart. We're gonna just do some nice good hip circles. And let's change direction. Now we're gonna rotate from the hips, pivot on the heels, and we're gonna open the thighs, the knees, and the toes kind of towards the corner, and then we're gonna do those hip circles again. And change direction. Good, now we're going to rotate from the hips and try to get the toes, the big toes and the knees to talk to each other, rotating from the hip down. And again, just nice good circles. Good, change direction. Good, bring it into the center, toes pointing forwards. Let's roll the shoulders up, back, and down into our back pocket. Thumbs pointing forwards. Let's take the arms out to the side, and we're gonna do palm to the head and then back of the hand to the small of the back. And then we're gonna switch. And it's okay if you just do head to buns. If you can go a little bit farther, give it a shot. And we want to keep that core kind of pulled in. So I know sometimes we want to arch so we can get that space in there. I want you to keep your ribs tucked under and really think about just working on our shoulders. Good. Let's bring those arms down, shoulders away from the ears, ear to shoulder, side to side. Bring the head up. We're going to look to one side, look to the other. Bring it into the center, big breath in, spread the fingers, spread the toes, and exhale. Good, one more time, big breath in, and down, and you are all done.